Hello, I'm ETarte, once a Catholic priest for 5 years in the 1960s, now an atheist, which means I find no credible evidence for the existence of any God. This is Christmas 2013. For the past month in downtown Chicago, in the public park known as Daley Plaza, there has been a life-size nativity scene. This is in violation of our nation's Constitution, which requires that our government take a neutral position with regard to religion. Nativity scenes are fine on church property, on lawns of private homes, but not on government property. If there is a nativity scene on government property, other groups associated with religion have the right to have displays there also, Jewish, Muslim, Hindu, etc., including atheists. Atheism is not a religion, but since it is by definition non-belief in any God, atheism pertains to religion, and therefore it must qualify also. So, with governmental permission, a Chicago atheist organization put alongside the nativity scene in Daley Plaza a large atheist A plus 2 explanatory signs. A is for atheist. Atheists, agnostics, secular humanists, and free thinkers are far more numerous than most people realize. This display, provided by the Freedom from Religion Foundation, depicts the scarlet letter A symbol designed by the Richard Dawkins Foundation to promote its OUT campaign. Its purpose is to encourage the non-religious to come out of the closet, eradicate the negative stereotypes of non-believers, promote rational thinking to prevent atheism from being pushed into the shadows, ensure that our government remains completely neutral on the issue of religion versus non-religion, and reach out to like-minded individuals to let them know they are not alone. Nearly 20% of the U.S. population now identify as non-religious, a percentage that continues to grow very rapidly. Happy Winter Solstice from the Freedom from Religion Foundation Metropolitan Chicago chapter. At this season of the winter solstice, we celebrate the birth of the unconquered sun, the true reason for the season. As Americans, let us also honor the birth of our Bill of Rights, which reminds us there can be no freedom of religion without having freedom from religion in government. Now enter William Kelly, chairman of the Remember America Foundation. He covered up the atheist signs with a large banner saying, "A is for angels." And he explained his action.
This A symbol that these atheists have somehow obtained a permit to display here at the Christmas fair, the Christmas market. I've talked to a number of people about it. They don't quite understand what the A stands for. When I tell them that it's for atheists, they think it's in the wrong place at the wrong time. So what we've decided today is to do something positive and make the A stand for angels. And as Christians, we, especially at Christmas time, we want to have a positive message of love. We want to pray for the atheists. We want to turn their A into an A for angels.
So do you really have any problems with their putting an A out?
Actually, I kind of do, and I'll tell you what. I think that Rahm Emanuel was really wrong to grant this permit. I don't think that. I think that if you actually read the text of the atheist display, it's actually more hate speech. It's really not adding anything to the Christmas spirit. It's not really even telling anybody who they really are, or what they really want, believe, or what they want for society. They're just saying that they don't like Christianity. Personally, I think that that's hate speech, and I know that a Christmas market is a place where families bring their children. They want to see a tree. They want to see a manger, and then they come upon the atheist symbol and the atheist sign that says that Christianity and religion has produced nothing but war, hatred, and disease. That to me is hate speech. Yeah, and you know what? And I do believe in the First Amendment. You know, in my life, I've had my First Amendment rights violated numerous times. But I honestly, what the message that I'm bringing here today is that as Christians, we, especially at Christmas time, we're here to spread a message of love. And that's why what we want to do is take their A for atheist and turn that into an A for angel. And what we're hoping is that it's possible that maybe if we as Christians show our love and support for our atheist brothers and sisters, then maybe they might be more tolerant towards Christian values, not only at Christmas time, but around the entire time of the year as well.
Mr. Kelly does not understand a basic part of our nation's Constitution. This Christian lady in Daley Plaza does understand.
Everybody should have their opportunity to speak here, whether it's an A, whether it's a menorah, whether it's a nativity. I think you need to read the Constitution of this United States. You cannot abridge freedom of speech. I'm a Christian activist. I stand up for Christ, but I also respect that other faiths have their opportunity in the public square.
Mr. Kelly said that his purpose is to show his, quote, love and support, unquote, for atheists. That statement calls for laughter, except that it, along with his action, is so reprehensible. Mr. Kelly thinks that we atheists are intolerant of him and of other believers. Here is my response. I respect your right to believe what you want. I respect your right to go to church. I respect your right to give a lot of your money to your church. I may try to dissuade you by reasoning with you that you are wasting your money, but I will not try to prevent you. All that is okay with me until you try to restrict my rights or the rights of other people. Ah, there's the catch. Christians, Muslims, and other believers typically try to interfere in the rights of others. In my state, Texas, in violation of our nation's Constitution, by law, I, along with my fellow atheists, cannot hold public office. That law was passed by religious believers and is based on their religion. So I am intolerant of that. I oppose it. I fight it. Not with sword, bullets, imprisonment, torture, violence, vandalism, which have often been the weapons of theists, but by the resources of us atheists: words, logic, reason, evidence, and the example of a life based on kindness, caring, and good works. Christians, Muslims, and other believers typically oppose gay rights and gay marriage. This is in violation of basic human rights. So I am intolerant of that position. I oppose it. I fight it. Christians, Muslims, and other believers typically hold that women are inferior to men. I am intolerant of that position. I oppose it. I fight it. Christians, Muslims, and other believers would deny me the right to die with dignity, choosing the way I want to die, and getting legal medical help as an alternative to prolonged, agonizing physical suffering. This is a violation of my basic human rights, so I am intolerant of this position. I oppose it. I fight it. A Christian preacher adversary of mine preaches that the only good people are Christians. Another Christian preacher adversary of mine preaches that everything I and other atheists do is sin. A local Baptist preacher adversary of mine preaches, you cannot be good without God. I am intolerant of all that. I oppose all that. I fight all that. I am intolerant of the fact that in our nation, churches are allowed by law not to pay their fair share of taxes. I oppose that position. I fight it. I find evidence that Mr. Kelly is afraid of atheists, and he clearly does not want children to be exposed to us. Mr. Kelly, we atheists are all around you and your neighbors children. We are here to stay, and every day we are gaining in numbers and influence. Get used to it. There is no good reason for you to be afraid of us. Mr. Kelly, that letter A is not for angels. It is for atheists. To all of you, thank you for watching this video.